And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Brooks plays the 4 with Williams stepping in at the 5. Then there's Devin Booker, and it's Green, and it's Gillespie in at the point guard position. And for the Timberwolves, the wingmen, Edwards and McDaniel. The big men on the floor for him, Randall and Gobert. And it's DiVincenzo in the point. And Greg, you watch Jalen Green, so much upside potential.
Yeah, he can be streaky, but one of the most combustible scorers in the league. When he's on, he can take over single-handedly.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with head coach Chris Finch. He brought up the difficulties that come along with guarding Devin Booker, and he told me the hard part with Book is that he's a 3-level scorer and a willing passer. He's not just an isolation scorer. They use him in a lot of different actions, so you're constantly chasing him. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Allie. Edwards can't hit.
No such thing as an easy bucket most of the time in the NBA, but I'm surprised he missed that.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. Green's got a couple of threes now in the first for Phoenix.
Hey, when Green is hitting his threes, Jalen is a problem in capital letters.
And Gobert kicks to McDaniel. Nailed from three-point land.
Here we go. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And here's Green outside. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Gotta love seeing Green deliver the revenge 3-ball payback right at you. Great response.
Gobert dishes to Randall. Out to Edwards. Shot clock at 6. Back to Randall. Good, and the assist goes to Edwards.
He's a wrecking ball on offense. Randall, so good at finishing inside.
Here's Booker. Can't hit the free throw line jump.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And Edwards slams it in.
Exactly how you want to run the break. Great execution by Edwards.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Booker the pass to Brooks. Gobert against Booker. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, guys, nobody is quite sure just how the partnership of Devin Booker and Jalen Green will play out in the desert. They were just one of 3 backcourts to average 20 points per game each last season. But with so many overlapping qualities, it's not the most obvious fit. But many in the league feel that Green could mold himself actually after Booker, and that gives the Suns another potential offensive focal point. Everyone around the league is curious to see how they'll make this work, guys.
A dangerous duo for sure. Thank you very much for the report there, Shams. Most appreciated. For Minnesota, they've gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Randall with a screen for DiVincenzo. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Randall outside. Pass to Edwards. Just 5 on the clock. And stolen by Williams. And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
1:51 left to play in the first. O'Neal. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to go on Naz Reid.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the lead.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had the foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
Take him.
That's good from O'Neal. And great when you're dealing with this Timberwolves team fairly deep with size up front.
That can wear you down over the course of a game, and especially in a playoff series, a real strength of this team.
Joe Ingles, he's checked in for McDaniel. Now here's Conley. On the wing, Dosunmu. Guarded by Green. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. Green passes to O'Neal. And finished off by O'Neal.
Hey, you know what he lacks in size, he makes up for with his vertical.
Pass to Dosunmu. Fires from the line, and that's good. Number 2.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thank you, guys. Well, Devin Booker grew up in Grand Rapids, Michigan, but around age 15, he moved to Moss Point, Mississippi to live and train with his father. Booker said, quote, "I understood the goal and I just embraced the culture and the inner city. They took me in, it was a really important time, and it was good for me." Back over to you.
Thanks a lot, Allie.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Now here's Booker. He has yet to score. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. 19 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Conley. No good on the shot. Good D by Booker. Bobbed up there for Green. It's stolen. Gets it off. And no good in the last second attempt this time. Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. Timberwolves lead by 1. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Everything working for them inside so far, guys. Tons of high-quality shots that they're knocking down inside.
And also, guys, they're playing for one another right now. All those extra passes are leading to easy buckets.
Randall and Reid holding down the post spots. Conley out there with Dosunmu. And it's Shannon in at the 3 spot. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Clark Naz Reid, a former 6-man award winner in this league.
Yeah, I tell you, he was given the nickname Big Jelly in high school, and it has stuck with him. In fact, they've got some great T-shirts with that on it. And to be honest, I like it. I just would like to know the backstory as to how he became Big Jelly. His game is pretty sweet, too.
And the Suns making a change here. Coffey's checked in. Goodwin passes to Coffey. O'Neal wide open. No good from outside.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Pass to Shannon. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Got a piece of it. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Phillips has checked in. And Phoenix also making a switch. Donnie's checked in for Amir Coffey.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
And Reid has it in the corner. Pass to Phillips. Conley for three. Another miss by Minnesota. For Phoenix, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's his first foul. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Edwards is checked in, and Phoenix making a change here. Here's Booker. Whoa! Booker playing big inside.
It's almost effortless for Booker this close in. He just drops the ball in the bucket.
Edwards against Brooks. Right side, Edwards. Pocket 6. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Here's Gillespie. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And when it comes to team building, GA, there's been a debate about whether the 2-star or 3-star approach is more effective.
Kevin, for me, I think it comes down to fit more than anything. It doesn't matter how many stars you have if they don't mesh. And if they're not comfortable in the role that's carved out for them on that respective team.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. And it's McDaniels in for Mike Conley.
Edwards just doesn't allow defenders to bottle him up. Great focus and persistence.
Williams sets a screen for Brooks. Good on the three-point shot. Brooks has got 5. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
Edwards looking it over. To the paint. Here's Gobert. That's in, coming off the assist from Edwards. Gobert's got the game tied up here for the Timberwolves. Phoenix has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. The drive by Brooks. Booker with no one around. Booker sinks the 3.
In textbook mechanics, make it look like it's going in every time. Booker, unreal.
And last season, Greg, Devin Booker became the Phoenix Suns' all-time leading scorer.
Yeah, he passed Hall of Famer Walter Davis to achieve that feat. Booker is a guy that wants to be a Sun for life, so I expect him to break even more franchise records.
And he can't bank that one in. Phoenix has gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Booker, no good. And so Gobert will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They trail by 1. And stolen by Booker. Here's Gillespie. Edwards defending. And it's slammed in by Williams.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's the big punishment right there.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scale.
Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Minnesota. And a change for the Suns. Green's checked in. Counted. 6 points for Rudy Gobert.
Gobert maintaining balance through contact. Remarkable concentration.
Booker outside. Puts up a deep 3. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. Timberwolves have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9.
And we all know how explosive Edwards can be, reminding us there with that thunderous slam.
The Suns trailing. Outside, Green. Pass to Gillespie. Down low, Williams. And Williams with the stuff. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. Goodness.
Outside, Edwards. Here's the 3. Edwards with confidence.
Nice smooth three-point shot by Edwards there. Boy, he's got confidence from behind the arc.
Kicks it out to Booker. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Booker's got 8 points in the quarter.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Edwards, good.
Boy, you love to see Edwards shine on offense like this. I know it's got to be making his coach happy, too.
And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That is his first foul of the game. 26 seconds left to play here in the half. Pass to Gillespie. And here is Williams. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Just 5 to shoot. That shot wide open. Green's got 11. Here is Edwards. Gobert with the screen on Green. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Suns ahead. They lead by 1. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of it.
Minnesota's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Setting the floor for the Suns. Brooks plays the 4 with Williams stepping in at the 5. And it's Green. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's Gillespie in at point guard. And here's Edwards from the arc. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%. Phoenix has gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight, just a little over 40%. You know, Clark, Rudy Gobert is often the victim of unfair criticism.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more there. I mean, that's just what people tend to do, the talking heads, if you will. I think too many times folks focus on what he can't do instead of appreciating all that he does. I mean, he excels as a rim protector, a screener, a physical presence in the paint. I mean, I think he's going to go down as one of the all-time outstanding defenders in league history.
Pass to Brooks. Launches a 3. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Booker's got his 4th assist in this one.
Dillon Brooks comes right back with his own 3. Boy, I love his competitiveness.
Here's Edwards. Driving in. And Edwards with the stuff. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's going to nail me.
And it's Brooks in the corner. Pass to Gillespie. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. And the Suns lead by 1.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Perhaps the case simply that some kind of motivational speeches at halftime got both of these teams fired up.
And the wide open shot from Green. Off target with his 3. Minnesota's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. A shot by McDaniels, no good. For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Shots good by Green.
Well, we're seeing validation as to why Green went 2nd overall in the draft. He's got a unique ability to score the ball.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Hey guys, Chris Finch getting buy-in from his players top to bottom. Anthony Edwards said he's such a great coach and just a likable person. He will coach you hard and he comes in ready to work every day. We look forward to working with someone like that. Kevin, back to you.
Has him bought in. Thanks so much for the report, Allie. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. So, Clark, looking at the history of the Timberwolves, they're in the most successful stretch ever.
Yeah, you look at the first 24 seasons, Minnesota won just 2 playoff series total. They've won 4 rounds in the last 2 years alone in the playoffs. You know, what's been the key if you ask that question? I'd say having that guy Anthony Edwards is where you start.
And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And the Suns making a change here. O'Neal's checked in.
Number 00, Royce O'Neal.
Green, the pass to O'Neal. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. O'Neal's got 6 points.
And, guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
At the top of the key, Williams. O'Neal kicks to Williams. McDaniels against Brooks. Shot clock at 5. Pass to O'Neal. A 3-ball. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 8 rebounds in this game. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And that's now 6 points for Julius Randle.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there. Dead on target.
Edwards on the bounce. And Edwards slams it in.
We've got liftoff here, folks. Once Edwards sprints past the defense, it is an absolute wrap.
And here's Green outside. Rebound, Minnesota. Over in the corner, Edwards. Bangs home the trifecta. And now it's an 8-point Timberwolves lead.
Well, once he gets on a roll, there isn't a lot you can do to slow him down.
For Phoenix, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the 3rd quarter. A nice 62% from the field. And timeout called by Jordan Ott. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes.
All right, look who's coming off the court. Come on, get up for your Timberwolves.
A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. And then for Phoenix, Iguodaro's checked in, and Allen subbed in for Dylan Brooks. 124 left to play here in the 3rd, and it's Goodwin missing. Timberwolves leading by 8. Left side, Reed. Here's Shannon. Allen defending, and there's the bucket from Dosunmu.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Booker, he's checked in for Green.
Substitution for the Suns. Number 1, Devin Booker.
Here's Booker. He's got 11. 50 seconds left to play in the 3rd. And good that time. Booker's got 13.
And we see this so often from Booker because he has the green light to take any shot he wants.
Here's Conley. Allen with the rebound.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here. You know, he's been fairly productive, but it's going to take more, either from him or somebody else.
Back to Conley. Pass to Reed. Here's Shannon. Defended by Allen. 5 to shoot. Outside Conley. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Nice to see Conley receive the dime for once. He's normally the one dropping dime.
Here's Booker. Again, Phoenix.
A quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget it.
And that does it for the 3rd quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the 4th quarter. Timberwolves lead by 8. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The 4th quarter is coming up next. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
Come on, fans.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Randall and Reed holding down the post spots. Dosunmu is out there with Conley. And it's Shannon in at the small forward. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Basket good. And the Timberwolves lead by 10.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Inside, here's Iguodala.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Reed, it's in there. Conley with the assist.
I tell you, I love the effort from the defense there, but inside, Reed just had the strength to overpower him.
Booker the pass, a good one. We played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter.
Oh, my goodness! Come on now.
And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still, a magnificent move to the rim.
I don't care what the score is there, fellas. That's the play we'll remember from this game, clearly.
Shannon from outside off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Timberwolves?
You know, all game long, they've imposed their will on the interior, scoring a lot of points in the painted area.
And they've really been able to get out in transition and produce. The defense hasn't had an answer for this up-tempo pace.
Edwards, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Bones Highland comes in for Michael Conley. Mark Williams is checked in for the Suns. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Over that last break, I listened to Phoenix's coach address his team. And coach challenged the team, asking them to bring the fight inside, telling them to play with pride, telling the team, you're getting bullied near the hoop. Let's see if it works, guys.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. Edwards, no good. Suns trail by 6. And here's Booker from the arc. Yes, indeed, it is good. He's now 8 for 14.
And from the corner, Booker is not a player you can forget about.
Pass to Dosunmu. Reed with a screen on Booker. Reed finds Edwards. It's Edwards on the wing. Terrific response from Edwards.
The competitive fire of Anthony Edwards, admirable, going right back at him.
Booker dishes to O'Neal. Back to Booker. Shoots over Dosunmu. And with that shot, the Minnesota lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Booker.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
And finished off by Edwards.
Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness, Anthony Edwards. Throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. All right, here's Williams. Reed with the rebound. Now Edwards. Layup, no good. Now Allen. Now O'Neal. Beyond the arc. Hands off.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage. Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special.
A circus dunk right there, guys.
And timeout called by Jordan Ott. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Some changes for Minnesota. Rudy Gobert, who's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Dosunmu. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Highland. Suns trail by 8. Booker looking around. Launches it. Gobert there for the rebound.
Not a good shot at all, but that's what happens when you get desperate.
outside Edwards. Now Gobert. 5 on the clock. From 13. Got it. Edwards converts for 2.
With the way he can rise, Edwards able to get that shot off anytime.
From 15 feet away. Count it. Nice touch. Here's Edwards. There's 1:40 left to play in the final quarter. Good!
Built like a linebacker, Edwards is not your average off guard, folks.
Devin Booker can't get it to go.
Well, he's a really good shooter. Got a good look from medium range, and I think they'll go back to that.
Outside Edwards. Booker there for the rebound. And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns, trailing by 10.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Timberwolves.
And it may be a comfortable win for them, but they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Anthony Edwards.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And the second of 2 is good. That brings them within single digits.
A disappointing trip to the line there. Even though it was just one miss, now is not the time to be missing those.
The three goes down.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
Looking around the NBA, Devin Booker, GA, is as good as any two-guard out there.
Obviously, we know how Devin scores it, but what I love, he also can run your offense, and he gives good effort defensively.
So he gets them both.
Anytime Devin Booker is sent to the line, it's a win for his offense. He's pretty much automatic, and it's been that way since he entered the league.
Stolen away.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yep, I'd agree with you. Chalk it up, W in the bag.
So it's Minnesota now. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Conley, off the glass.
Everything Conley does out there is purposeful.
Jacks up a 3. It's good. So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And let's hear from Allie LaForce, who joins us from the sidelines. Allie?
Julius, it wasn't always smooth sailing tonight, but you guys got it done. How did you feel about the level of play coming down the stretch?
Absolutely amazing. There's ups and downs of the season, but, one thing is we're going to play hard every night and give ourselves a chance. So we did that for most of the night, but, we did an amazing job staying together.
The effort certainly was not lacking tonight. Thanks, Julius.
Terrific, Allie. Thanks. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Alongside Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. And as always, we appreciate you joining us right here tonight on 2K. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Anthony Edwards.